What's going on, Pisces? This is Solomon. These are going to be your messages for the week of February the 6th to the 12th of 2017. All right, so this week we do have for you a cluster of two major arcanas and a Wands energy. So we have the Fool as a major arcana, we have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Lovers as a major arcana. So I do feel like a lot of you are starting fresh, starting over, trying to embrace a new beginning of some kind. This could be actually leaving a relationship, starting fresh in your love life where there's new chemistry, a new energy of trying to heal some kind of rifts that may be going on between you and another person. This could be inner conflict that's going on within you about starting over fresh, about making a choice in love. If you do have many different opportunities out there, even when it comes to business arrangements, a new job opportunity, signing contracts and deals like that, there's something going on either internally or outside of your environment that you are aware of, because this 5 is about conflict, loss, and change that some of you are going through. But I feel like this is very good energy about starting over and embracing new opportunities that may come about within friendships, platonic relationships, romantic or otherwise. All right, I do feel here with this little cluster is that a lot of you are or have been in a situation that has not been emotionally fulfilling for you. So it has made you feel as though you need to walk away from someone or a certain situation that's not pleasing to you. And as you do that, you kind of left a cup behind, but you kind of pick one up, so to speak, and kind of have some lingering resentments or emotions that are kind of stuck there, which is leaving you feeling depressed or maybe isolated or alone in a way. So you may be angry with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This could be a newer energy, a newer person that you are getting to know, or someone from your past, all right? And these could be some kind of issues where there is jealousy in a relationship, there's possessiveness, assumptions that are going about that are not true. So it's like you kind of walk away and then run into a brick wall because you can't completely leave someone or that situation, because there's a lot of fogginess, because you do see a moon there, okay? And the moon does speak about anxieties and fears and things not being completely clear for you to understand at this time. So emotionally, there is some taxing energies that you may be running into. All right. This mini cluster here, we do have the Wheel of Fortune as a major arcana. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse, and then we have the 2 of Wands in reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune brings about good energy, good luck, good prosperity, things happening to you or for you in a way of the universe seeing that you have done good things in the past. They're unfolding for you to see, as in good karma coming about. And say as if someone was keeping a truth or something away from you, something may get revealed. Some aspects of that situation, because I do see the 7 of Cups here and it talks about illusions and fears. So even though some things may get revealed, all of the truth may not come out. So you may still be confused on how to proceed or make a decision when it comes to this situation, if it does deal with friendships, a love interest, or a new job opportunity in many different ways. So something does come to light possibly this week, but there's still some confusion and maybe assuming different things that are not quite there. So you have to make sure that you are being patient before you make a choice and decide on how to move forward, because you may not have all of the facts, but something may get revealed. Sometimes this is you getting caught in an act, someone else getting caught in the act. You're hearing something through the grapevine, something coming to light. But this is a good card to see in this position, because this combination is telling me that good things come from making good choices in the past, and it's catching up with you right now in your present moment. All right. So here with this cluster, we do have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So in a scenario, this could be in work, this could be in a love relationship where there are 3 people involved or more. The Page of Pentacles could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, and you could be dealing with them. But say there is an energy where you could be receiving some kind of reward, some kind of compensation for work done. This is about generosity as well. Maybe you've been so generous with giving your money or your energy to a certain person or scenario, and it's not coming back in a way where there is not harmony or an agreement in the relationship on how to build together with one another. There could also be competition on the job or in a love life scenario where there's outside interference or something like that going on, where there is three people here and there is, well, three people here. All right, and you do have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And when I see this card, it can talk about money being given out in a relationship where someone is not holding their end of the bargain, or someone is giving to someone else outside of a relationship or something like that. Some issues could be going on in that way. Even in the job, someone could be stealing something. Something could be going on where money was lost or misplaced. Digits were messed up in some way, but something's going on here, especially financially in a situation. So there's a need to build, to try to work together in a situation that you're dealing with, where teamwork is more part of the process that you're going to instead of competition. You want to get into that. You want to see these cards in that position, right? So here we do have the Six of Swords in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Six of Cups. So here is like some of you may still be having issues with moving on from the past, all right? And even though this new energy about new love opportunities, maybe this is someone that you're currently speaking to. Maybe this is someone new as well because of the Fool. This is about whether or not you're really into it or into them, because there's a lack of commitment, a fear of commitment, maybe feeling let down because of past memories that you have had with someone, or maybe you're wanting to link up with someone from the past, but and being stuck and not really being able to move on. So this is having you feeling paranoid, not really open to another person's emotions, and kind of closing yourself off. So you're being stuck. For some of you, you're stuck in a certain pattern of thinking, of emotions with someone. But on a brighter note, maybe someone is trying to connect in a good way, but you're just not wanting to just now because you had bad memories about any kind of hurts and pains from a certain person. So that's a scenario that some of you could be dealing with, all right? And I feel here with this little mini cluster that you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. These are swords, these are thoughts, and I feel that you are being a bit more discerning when it comes to what you say, what you do. There's decisions that you make when it comes to a career, when it comes to friendships, your love relationship. The Two is about decision making, and the Queen of Swords is very stern. She's very reliable when it comes to assessing a situation, understanding what needs to be said, what needs to be done. It's very strict and wants the facts of the matter in whatever that you may be dealing with. So if you're dealing with someone who has not been truthful with you, or that's been keeping things from you, you have a decision to make of whether or not to open up to this person or kind of close them off or move on. So there are many different issues and combinations that you could be thinking about when I do see this here. So they may speak to you in many different ways. Let's look at this one. So we have the Empress is in the upright position. Then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So the Empress is a major arcana when it comes to many different ideas about creativity, new ideas about business, maybe things that you are thinking about someone when it comes to chemistry and a connection that you have. Maybe this is a birth of someone new, a birth of a new child, a new relationship, some kind of arrangement. But it's like there's some scattered energy as well. And you could be dealing with that Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, someone who, like, you want to connect with them. It's like, I have the love here for you, but they kind of run away from you. They're not really accessible in a sense. So this person may get away from you at times, but you truly want to make a connection with them. Also, there's scattered energy. Maybe you have many different ideas of things to do with your creativity and things like that, but you're not really sure of which direction to focus that energy. There's so many different things that you actually want to do. So this could be very compulsive as well. It's not a fire energy, but it reminds me of that. Your thinking, your thoughts are scattered and all over the place. So many different ideas that you're thinking about, all right? And the last question that I have for you is the Nine of Swords, the Hangman reversed, and the Four of Swords reversed. So this is, again, indecision. You're not really sure of what to do, how to proceed. There are a lot of worries and concerns that you may have in conjunction with another person. It could be a Pisces that you're dealing with, but the Nine of Swords in reverse is, upright, is, worrying. It's not extreme, but sometimes, staying up late at night, thinking about certain things, what if, what's going on, how is this going to happen? Is this going to ever work out? What's going on here? So this is the extreme when you're thinking about things over and over and over again in excess. So you're not able to relax when you need to be doing this if you're going to do anything. And the Hangman, you can see, is standing up, hiding things from himself. A lot of times, if you feel as if you do relax, if you do try to take that break, that you meditate and things might come to you, and you may have a fear of the realization of those truths. So it's like the universe wants you to calm down, kind of surrender, because I do feel like a lot of you have a choice to make, but don't rush into making those decisions. You have to be logical, think with your mind, use your discernment in a situation, and don't be overly emotional, because the emotions are suspended right here. All right, it's like you walked away from something and then you wind up getting stuck. But I feel like a lot of you have a capacity to see things for how they are and to be able to make a firm decision either way. All right, so let's see what the romance angels have for you. All right, so romance angels, messages for Pisces for the week of February 6th. 12 for 2017. Deception. It says someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So that's why I say that, the Queen of Swords is popping up and the Two of Swords is popping up, because either this is mild deception where someone is not being honest about their emotions towards you, or there is some kind of cheating and things like that going on. And that's why the Seven of Swords is in reverse, where someone is getting caught in an act of something that has been going on for some time, or something that you are aware of. But also just be sure that you're not jumping to conclusions, because the Knight of Cups is in reverse, and it talks about things not being as you may think they are. So this may not be in a negative sense. Now for some, maybe so, but that just depends on your situation. Okay, so I hope that these messages resonated with your situation. If you would like a private reading, we can always get one going if you come to me by my Facebook page, or you can email me to set something up. All right, much love and much light, Pisces.